Hola, hello friends. In the last two sessions, you have learned the different groups of verbs, right? AR ending verbs, which is the first group verbs, and the ER and the IR ending verbs. Today, we shall learn some more irregular verbs in ER and IR ending. These verbs are conjugated slightly differently from the regular ER and IR ending verbs. We shall also see how the verbs are used in different contexts or while fixing appointment. ER ending verbs, for example, you remember the verb comer that we did, to eat. You said como. Como is I eat. Comes, tú comes. Tú comes helados. Do you eat ice cream? Tú comes uvas. Do you want to eat grapes? Etc. So, the endings are o, s, a, hemos, eis, en, right? Como, comes, come, comemos, comeis, comen. In the irregular verbs, the endings remain the same, but there is a slight change in the root. Let us begin by looking at the verb poder. Poder is a very powerful, poderoso, powerful verb, very important. Poder is to be able to or can. When you want to say something, I can do it, I can, puedo, or we can, podemos. So, let us learn the verb poder. Now, poder is an irregular verb. Poder, but it is ending in ER. Now, in irregular verbs, a single vowel normally changes to a diphthong. So, that is one vowel changes to a double vowel, which is pronounced together. In poder, the O changes to ue, O to ue. So, yo will be puedo. How do you say? Puedo. Tú puedes. Tú puedes. Usted puede. Nosotros podemos. Nosotros podemos. Vosotros or vosotras podéis. Ustedes pueden. Ellos pueden. Ellas pueden. I am sure you remember that in irregular verbs, the nosotros or the nosotras, vosotros or the vosotras form do not undergo any change in the root. The rest of the subject pronouns like yo, tú, usted, él, ella, ustedes, ellos, ellas, they undergo this change in the root. That is o to ue in the case of poder. Nosotros and nosotras, or the first and the second person plural forms, do not undergo change. So, let us look at the verb poder once again quickly. Puedo, puedes, puede, podemos, podéis, pueden. As you fix the suffix, that is o, s, a, hemos, eis, because poder is an ER ending verb. All ER ending verbs, irrespective of whether they are regular or irregular, their endings are always the same. Let's look at this expression. Puedes cantar. Puedes cantar. Sí, sí, puedo. Sí, sí, puedo. Sí, sí, puedo cantar. Sí, sí, canto. Now, after poder, you use the infinitive form of the following verb. Can you sing? Puedes cantar. Can you speak Spanish? Would be puedes. Puedes, it's because tú puedes hablar español. Can you speak Spanish? So, remember that after poder, when you conjugate the verb poder according to the subject pronoun, then following verb will always be in infinitive. That is, you do not conjugate it. You leave it with the root or the original form. So, you can say many things, like if whatever you can do, you can say I can do. Like you can say puedo preparar té. Puedo preparar té. I can prepare tea to drink, to coffee or tea to drink. Or you can say puedo preparar café. But if you say you can't do it, you will simply say no puedo. I can't. So, you say yes I can, puedo. No I can't, no puedo. Puedo, no puedo. And if you want to add another verb, you will say puedo escribir correos en español. Puedo escribir. You remember this verb escribir? It is the IR ending verb which means to write. So, when you want to say I can write emails in Spanish, you will say puedo escribir correos en español. I can write emails in Spanish. Now, I will say one thing to all of you is ahora podéis hablar español un poquito, un poquitín o un poquito. What does that mean? Ahora vosotros podéis hablar español un poquito or un poquitín. That is, you all the viewers, all the listeners can speak Spanish a little bit. ¿Verdad? Isn't it? Sí, sí, podéis. Yes, of course, you can. So, the verb poder, if you just want to say yes I can, you will just say si puedo, si puede. Juan puede hablar Hindi. Puede hablar Hindi. Juan, can Juan speak Hindi? No, Juan no puede hablar Hindi. Juan habla español. Juan cannot speak Hindi. Juan speaks Spanish. So, you practice poder with some more verbs and you get the hang of it. Now, it's easy to say no puedo, but it is great to say sí puedo, isn't it? The verb querer is another very important and interesting verbs. Querer is to want to do, the desire to do something. So, it's also an ER ending verb, but a very irregular verb. That is, it undergoes change in the root form querer, UE. A will change to E, quiero. You say quiero. It's a little difficult in pronunciation, but when you watch me pronounce it clearly and practice, you will get it easily. So, yo quiero, tú quieres, usted quiere, él quiere, Juan quiere, Ana quiere, ella quiere, nosotros queremos, vosotros queréis, ellos, ellas quieren, ustedes quieren. So, you see that it's a verb which again undergoes changes from a single vowel to a diphthong. Que has become kie. Querer, and when you conjugate in yo, has become quiero. And the same rule in nosotros and vosotros, or nosotras and vosotras, it doesn't change and stays as queremos and queréis. So, you can do so much with querer and poder. Suppose if somebody asks you, ¿puedes cantar? Can you sing? If you can, and you will say, sí, yo canto en las fiestas. Yes, I sing in parties. Suppose if you want to say, I can't, but I want to, how would you say? No, no puedo cantar, pero quiero cantar. So, it works just as poder, that it takes an infinitive, that is another verb with it, and you can express anything like, ¿Quieres bailar salsa? Do you want to dance salsa? You want to say yes, of course, sí, sí, quiero. So, you can say so many things with querer, that is whatever you want to do, and combining with poder, querer, poder, it's a great combination. You can say so much in Spanish. You can use all your AR, ER ending verbs and make n number of sentences with querer and poder. If somebody asks you, ¿Quieres cantar? Do you want to sing? Sí, sí, quiero cantar, pero no puedo. Yes, of course I want to sing, but I can't. ¿Quieres bailar salsa en la fiesta? Do you want to dance salsa in the party? Sí, por supuesto, yo quiero bailar. Of course, I want to dance salsa. So, querer will take infinitive as in the case of poder and infinitive. Poder, infinitive, querer, infinitive. That is, suppose if you want to say you want something, you will say, yo quiero un diccionario de español. I want a Spanish dictionary. That is, you want something. That would be querer plus a noun. That is, to want something. Yo quiero comprar un diccionario español. I want to buy a Spanish dictionary. So, you have seen the difference. You want something and you want to do something. So, when you say you want something, you will say querer plus that whatever thing you want. Quiero agua. Quiero agua. Agua is water. Suppose you want to say I want water, you will say quiero agua. You can also say quiero beber agua. I want to drink water. So, with querer, you have querer plus a noun or querer plus a verb in infinitive. So, there is so much that you can do with poder and querer. Now, let us look at some IR ending verbs which are irregular. Like we have seen poder and querer, which are ER ending verbs which are irregular. Similarly, there are several, but we will look at a couple of IR ending verbs which are irregular. That is, they undergo change in their conjugation. Some important examples of this category are verbs of motion like venir and salir. Salir is to leave, to go out, or venir, which is to come. Like the previous category, these verbs too have slightly modified root forms, while the suffixes remain the same as regular, as in IR ending verbs. Do you remember what is the regular IR ending verbs? Like vivir, escribir. And how did we conjugate the IR ending verbs? The endings are O, S, A, imos, is, n. O, S, A, imos, is, n. These are the suffixes that end in the IR ending verbs. Let us look at the conjugation of salir. Or before that, there is another very important verb which we used every day, like the verb ir. Ir is to go. To go. Before we do the verb salir and venir. Now, ir, just the ir. Do not think that it is an IR ending verb. Ir itself is a verb. Now, ir is conjugated, it is a very irregular verb, and for yo, that is when you want to say I go or I am going, you say yo voy, voy. Tú vas. Él, ella, usted va. Nosotros or nosotras vamos. Vosotros, vosotras vais. Ellos, ellas, ustedes van. Voy, vas, va, vamos, vais, van. This is the verb ir, which means to go. And suppose you want to say let's go, vamos. Let's go is vamos. Now, ir takes a preposition a to say to go to some place. Suppose you say ir a Mumbai, ir a Barcelona, ir a Paris is to go to these places. So, voy a Madrid. Voy a Madrid is I am going to Madrid. Ir plus a will take any place, that is any proper noun, a locality, any particular place, or a city, a country, anything. You will say yo voy a Europa este mayo. Este mayo voy a Europa. Este mayo. This May, mayo is May. In the later part, you will also be taught how to say the months of the year. But right now, just listen to this. Este mayo, this May, yo voy a Europa. I'm going to Europe. So, voy a Europa, voy a Delhi, voy a whatever place, any locality that you want to say. Now, if it is not a proper noun, like any place, and the preposition is followed by the definite article, and a, the preposition, the two words get combined and becomes al. For example, voy al cine. Voy al cine. Cine is movie. And you want to say, I am going to a movie. Now, cine is a noun which is masculine and it takes the definite article el. So, voy a el cine becomes voy al cine. So, remember, whenever a is followed by a masculine noun, it gets combined and becomes al. A, el becomes al. Let us look at some more examples. Voy al cine los fines de semana. Voy al cine los fines de semana. Voy al colegio todos los días. Voy al colegio todos los días. I'm going to college every day. Juan va al parque por la tarde. Juan va al parque por la tarde. Juan goes to the park in the evenings. Al parque, al cine, al colegio. So, only with masculine nouns it takes al. It does not change with other definite articles. And here are some examples. ¿Vamos a la cafetería para tomar algo? ¿Vamos a la cafetería para tomar algo? Let's go to the cafeteria to have something. Shall we go? And in answer you will say, sí, sí. Vamos a la cafetería. Quiero tomar un refresco. Quiero tomar un refresco. Quiero. You have learned this verb. Quiero. Quiero is I want. Tomar. Quiero tomar. I want to have a refresco. Now remember that when you want to say I want to have tea, coffee or anything, you will not say tener. You have learned that tener is to have, but to have something, to eat, drink or something, you say tomar. Quiero tomar un té. I want to have a tea, a cup of tea. Okay? Now, sí, vamos a la cafetería. Quiero tomar un refresco. La familia Camble va a los Estados Unidos todos los veranos. No. Sí, sí, todos los veranos va a los Estados Unidos. Pero este verano ellos van a Europa. Yes, of course, but this summer they are going to Europe. This is with the verb ir. Now, let us look at the other verbs of motion like venir and salir and their conjugations. Venir is the verb to come. The first person, that is yo, is vengo, tú vienes, usted viene, nosotros venimos, vosotros venís, ustedes vienen, ellos, ellas vienen. Suppose you want to ask, Juan, Are you coming to the class? Juan, ¿vienes a la clase de español? Sí, sí, voy. Yes, yes, I'm going. Sí, sí, voy. I'm going. ¿Vienes? ¿Vienes? Will you come? So, ¿venís a la fiesta de Fernando esta tarde? Are you all coming for Fernando's party this evening? Sí, sí, venimos. Yes, of course, we are coming. Pero Su y Anand no vienen. Su y Anand no vienen. But Su and Anand no vienen. They are not coming. No pueden venir. They cannot come. No pueden venir. They cannot come. Now you see, we have used several verbs in these conversations. Venir, poder, tener, etc. So you can use these verbs and make different conversations and practice. Let us look at the verb salir. Salir is to leave, to go out. Do you go out in the evenings? So how do you say? Sales por las tardes. Sales por las tardes. Sí, sí, salgo. Yes, of course, I go. Mi madre no sale. Mi madre no sale. My mother doesn't go out. So, the verb salir is yo salgo, tú sales, él, ella, usted sale, nosotros salimos, vosotros salís, ustedes salen, ellos, ellas también salen. Now, here are some sentences and how these verbs are used in these sentences. Let's look at some of them. ¿Puedes repetir tu número, por favor? ¿Puedes repetir tu número de móvil, por favor? Sí, es 82 32 44 78. So, you see how the numbers are pronounced. If there is a 10-digit number, you pronounce the first 2 digits, then the next 2, then the next 2 and then the next 2. It's easy, right? Because you can pronounce 2 numbers together. ¿Puedes repetir tu número, por favor? Carolina quiere viajar a Tailandia en octubre. Carolina quiere viajar a Tailandia en octubre. ¿Sabes? Tenemos una buena noticia. Tenemos una buena noticia. ¿Sabes? ¿Sabes? Is another important verb. It is to know. Do you know? There's a good news. Tenemos una buena noticia. Or you can say, ¿qué noticia tienes? What's the good news that hoy la profesora no está. Today the teacher is absent. Then you have another conversation like, ¿qué haces los fines de semana? ¿Qué haces los fines de semana? What do you do during the weekend? Yo voy al gimnasio los fines de semana. Voy al gimnasio los fines de semana. I go to the gym during weekends. As you can see from these sentences, the verbs poder and querer are followed by another verb, and the second verb is an infinitive. This rule applies to several other verbs like gustar, apetecer, encantar, etc. All these verbs you will learn slowly and get a hang of the Spanish language. Let us, before we wind up today's session, learn another very important verb, which is saber. Saber is to know information, to know about something. Yo sé. It is also irregular only with respect to yo. Yo sé. Yo sé is I know. Yo sé. Sí, yo sé. Of course I know. Yeah, I know. ¿Sabes? Is the interrogation. Do you know? ¿Sabes? Do you know? Sí, yo sé. So, yo es sé, tú es sabes, usted es sabe, nosotros es sabemos, vosotros sabéis, ustedes saben, ellos, ellas es saben. Yo sé, tú sabes, usted sabe, nosotros sabemos, vosotros sabéis. Ellos, ellas es saben. This is with the verb saber. And you begin any conversation to say, do you know this? ¿Sabes? ¿Sabes? Podemos ir al cine hoy. Do you know? We can go and watch the movie today. Oh, sí, no lo sé. Oh, I don't know. ¿Sabes dónde está Juan? Do you know where John is? No, señora, no sé. No, ma'am, I don't know. So, you can say lo sé. Lo sé is I know it. Lo is the only neuter pronoun that we have in Spanish, which means it. Suppose if you say I know it, which means I know about it, is yo lo sé. I know about it. And if you want to say I don't know about it, you will say no lo sé. I don't know. I really don't know. No lo sé. So, this is the verb saber. So, I hope you have learnt different verbs today which are irregular in nature, and clubbing with the regular AR ending verbs, ER ending verbs, and these irregular verbs, which are also very, very important in learning Spanish. I am sure you are able to make long conversations in the language and practice a lot. There are more verbs given in the glossary. Look at them, look at the conjugation, and try to do. All the best. Buena suerte. Ya está. Muchas gracias. Chao.